This is a great event, like big show out there.
It's an awesome opportunity and it's unbelievable to sport.
To me, this is the kind of pinnacle event of the year.
Just like fishing the tour, it's really a great opportunity. This competition always brings out the best anglers, and you gotta love it.
This is one of the coolest events on the calendar every year, college or pro.
Welcome to Florence, Alabama and the Tennessee River. This is the 2017 Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship, presented by Cabela's. It only happens once a year, and only the best of the best make the journey. We're in Florence, Alabama, and it's Championship Week. The Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's is without exception the premier event in collegiate bass fishing. We're back on Pickwick Lake, and it's time for the big show.
Oh my gosh, Pickwick Lake is fantastic this time of year, and we're so glad to have the college championship back. This is sixth year, I believe, and then we've got 3 more after this, and so we're really excited about that.
In addition to some of the best bass fishing on the planet, the Florence-Lauderdale region also has a lot of history.
We're seeing a great surge from the Muscle Shoals documentary that came out in 2013. We've had people from all countries and all 50 states to visit. They like to go to the music studios that they can now visit. The Rolling Stones actually recorded Wild Horses and Brown Sugar here. Cher's recorded here, Bob Dylan, Bob Seger, Stevie Winwood, so many, Clarence Carter, Percy Sledge, so many folks have recorded here. They say it's something about the water.
For travel and tourist information, look them up at visitflorenceal.com. Meanwhile, back at registration.
All right, y'all got your blue tickets out. The last 4 numbers is going to be 6043. Do we have a winner?
This is just one of the coolest tournaments that you have a chance to go to, just not only as a sponsor, but to observe. I think the enthusiasm for the sport is contagious at this event. Always one of the highlights of the year.
Oh man, it's a blast. The sponsors really hook us all up.
You show up and they're feeding you dinner, they're giving you free stuff. I mean, every college kid's like free stuff. So I mean, it's just wonderful though. I mean, they're able to support you and they're just here showing their support.
So this is my second year actually coming to an event, and it's my favorite one, definitely by far, that we sponsor.
To me, this is the kind of pinnacle event of the year. I'm able to work this event every year. It's always worked out in my schedule, and I just love being here. What I love about it is the kids are fired up about getting out there, figuring out bass. It's the way I was when I very first started out. I love seeing it.
Coming up on the Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's, we'll check out Yamaha Angler Appreciation Night, and then we'll get it out on the water for day 1.
I mean, it's been awesome. You just get to go and travel around the country, meet other people who are passionate about fishing, that are in college, that understand what we're going through, and it's by far the best thing you can get in college.
The relationships we made through college fishing is something that'll stick with you for the rest of your life. The people, the connections you get, it's incredible.
I think there's a lot of people in college today that wouldn't be in college if it wasn't for college fishing.
Hey, we're loving all the pics getting posted to Facebook and Instagram. Keep them coming. If you get a good shot, let us know. #WeAreCollegiateBass. Tournament coverage continues from Pickwick Lake and the Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship. Stay close.
Reinforced seams, indestructible zipper. For $40, it takes all your crap and won't leave you strapped. Cabela's Ripcord Duffel. Great price. Lifetime guarantee. Only at Cabela's.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are built for the ultimate ownership experience. It's a commitment to excellence packed with real-world advantages and exclusive features. Experience the accelerated performance standards of the legendary Ranger Z series. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
Long live the courageous, the tenacious, the ones who push forward and give back. Long live the greater good, the helping hand, and long live the truck built to outlast them all. Ram, America's longest lasting pickups.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you in part by Cabela's, it's in your nature. Powered by Ram Trucks, Guts, Glory, Ram. And by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Welcome back to Florence, Alabama and Pickwick Lake. This is the 12th annual Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's, the premier event in collegiate fishing. And it wouldn't be possible without the continued support of our sponsors, many of whom have been with us since the beginning.
This is the first year we've been here. Great sponsors, Yamaha, Bob's Jack Plate, Big Bite Baits. All these guys are great. Cabela's College Fishing really put on a great format here.
Yeah, Cabela's got involved from the very beginning. You know, we decided as an opportunity to reach out to these anglers to help continue to grow the sport that we love and that they love, and, you know, help them continue on the legacy of fishing and outdoor in general.
When they're able to go out there and consistently catch fish and have equipment that doesn't fail them, it's credibility with us. And that's how you retain that and you grow that, and in return you keep them as a long-term customer.
It's extremely important as a brand to be able to connect with your customer at an early stage in their career and their life cycle. These guys are just kind of getting out of school. They'll start families, start careers. We get the chance to connect with them early on in that stage of life and let them know we want to be their boat company.
Championship Week in Florence offers plenty of opportunities for both the sponsors and the anglers to come together and build relationships that'll last well past the collegiate years. Yamaha Angler Appreciation Night is always a favorite, allowing anglers to win some valuable prizes and have a little fun in the skills challenges.
What's your strategy here?
I don't know. I'm gonna let the wind tell me what to do, I guess.
On the technical side, Yamaha teamed up with Ranger Boats for demo rides. Anglers got some one-on-one time with Clark Wendlandt to check out the latest technology from Garmin, and Wade Middleton talked about the business side and how anglers can maximize their opportunities through corporate sponsor programs like those from Cabela's and Garmin.
That have the opportunity to help you grow your career or wherever it may be.
Everyone had a great time. The turnout was tremendous, and it really shows a great growth potential for the sport of bass fishing.
We went last night and got to test ride in a Ranger 521 with a 250 Yamaha show, and that was one of the best rides ever. And then we got to compete in the casting contest, and I mean, we didn't make it to the finals, but
we tried.
It was fun.
Love the event. Anytime you can get about 200 boats with twice as many guys out together fishing in a tournament, it's gonna be a good time. There are a bunch of really good bass fishermen here, and if we can manage to compete with them, it's a good feeling, and it's great to talk to everybody and get to see people from all around the country.
What's your biggest challenge with this field that's sitting out in that room over there?
There are some sticks.
Yeah,
in
the
those.
talent
it's crazy.
It's through the roof, really.
I mean, if you go out there and look, half these guys probably didn't make 10 casts this entire week. They've been doing nothing but graphing and trying to find the schools outside, out on the ledges. So, and they can catch them. All they got to do is find them, and a lot of these guys can catch them.
Tell you what, man, I wish they had this when I was in college. I've been telling all my friends and family about it. I would have been magna cum laude had they had college fishing in my day. But, it's a great opportunity, man. Guys like me who came up through the grassroots, TBF, etc., Bass Federation, now they have college fishing, which in my opinion, works hand in hand. It's their grassroots, except for they get to go pursue an education, which is an incentive and a great opportunity for these young anglers.
So, with the business behind us, it's time to get out on the water for championship competition. And that's coming up next, right here on the Boat US Collegiate Bass Championship presented by Cabela's.
Meet the water's lightest 25 horsepower four-stroke, the all-new Yamaha F25, the new standard and 25 horsepower portable four-strokes. At just 126 pounds, it's got the best power-to-weight ratio of any 25 horsepower four-stroke on the water. With performance that bests the previous Yamaha F25 and features like Yamaha's VTS for precise trolling speeds, batteryless EFI, built-in resting pads, and carry handles, it's the perfect portable power for small boats.
Let's get down to business. Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all sonar is just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
Everybody knows somebody that just seems to have things go wrong around him. And for me, it's my good buddy Z when he heads to the water. It's like a black cloud follows this guy around. He runs out of gas, locks his keys in the car, or worse, has a flat tire coming to him from the water. But old Z's a pretty sharp guy. He relies on Boat US in those situations where something goes wrong.
Boat US has the finest low-cost boat insurance and the largest fleet of towboats ready to assist you 24/7. Visit BoatUS.com.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you in part by Yamaha Marine. Reliability starts here. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And by Pro Rule. Other brands just don't measure up.
Good morning, anglers. I'd like to welcome y'all out to the 2017 Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship Day 1 here in Florence, Alabama.
You know, it's going to be interesting. Found out a little bit in practice over the 4 days. Just hoping they decide to bite today, really.
We found some good schools in practice, found some, we think are 4 or 5 pounders on the graph. So we're going to run down river, see if we can't get us some good fish in the boat.
Had a good practice. I just feel like this lake is so big, but it's going to fish so small.
One of 9 primary impoundments on the Tennessee River, Pickwick Lake stretches 43,000 acres between the Wilson and the Pickwick Dams in northwestern Alabama.
Pickwick's a very diverse fishery. You got largemouth bass, you got spotted bass, and you got smallmouth bass. So a lot of different opportunities to go catch them offshore. Ledge fishing is a big deal on this lake, but guys can also catch them shallow in some of the sloughs and backwaters that this lake provides. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what techniques prevail this week out here on Lake Pickwick.
Auburn University won this in 2016, and they're back to defend the title.
This might be a little different. We know there's, last year it was predominantly offshore ledge fishing. This year there's been some bigger fish caught shallow, but we still believe it's going to be won the same way. Maybe not the exact same way. We think it's going to be offshore. We put all of our eggs in that basket, and that's what we're going to try to do.
We've got 192 teams on the water this week, representing 92 college and university campuses from across the country. They're fishing for 2 days and the title. In addition, double points are up for grabs in the Cabela School of the Year standings. The home team from the University of North Alabama have won the Cabela School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia 2 of the last 5 seasons. They're in the hunt again this year, sitting in 3rd behind Bryan College and the University of Tennessee.
Bryan College has been fishing just crazy good this year. I think their worst finish is at 8th all year. And we slipped up at Dardanelle, and it's cost us, so hopefully they slip up and open the door for us, and maybe we can kick it in.
Pickwick Lake may be UNA turf, but the team from Bryan College have been taking care of business all season, and to them, this week is no different.
Oh, we can't wait. We've been graphing all week and haven't got to fish hardly at all, so we're excited to make a couple casts on what we found.
The game here, like anywhere, is playing the pattern. Post-spawn, the bass move from the shallows and bunch up in big schools on the edge of the deep ledges on the river channel. Find the schools, catch the fish. First step is to put a limit in the boat, then go to work increasing the average.
Yep. I thought it was.
whatever it is, 15 inches. Five for about 9 pounds.
Maybe.
It's going good. We got a limit about the first 15, 20 minutes. It doesn't weigh much. We'll see if we can call up a little bit.
You're good.
We're not really sure why they're here, but they're here. It's not really anything obvious. A little rough spot out there. There's a whole bunch of fish sitting out there.
You'll hear more from Nathan and Cole in coming days. Moving on, we'll check in with Austin Mize and Nathan Martin, fishing for the University of North Alabama.
Do you guys feel like you have a home field advantage?
Yeah, you know, a lot of times when we go to travel, I feel like there's not really a home field advantage. There is and there's not. But when it's ledge fishing, if you got a bunch of schools you can run, a lot of these guys are going to run down there and there's going to be somebody sitting on the only 3 stools that they found, and then they're going to get spun out, and it's just hard. But, you know, when you're from here and you got 25 plus schools to run, you don't have to get so spun out about somebody being on something. You can, you know, go hit something and then come back to it and just keep rotating. So I feel like home field advantage is huge for a ledge fishing tournament. I mean, it's just a ledge. They get here every year, throwing a big swim bait. It's hard to get these schools fired up because there's so much traffic on them. They get run over every day, Tuesday night or Thursday night or Friday night or Monday night. They get messed with. So we fired them up with a drop shot, and then I threw that big swim bait in there and got a big bite. So that's the game plan all day. Hopefully we can keep them fired up. If we can get 5 out of this school like that last one, it'll free us up, let us run around like we've been all morning. I know it's hard to follow me.
Keep up with the Collegiate Tour on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hey, whatever happened to MySpace? Well, it's hashtag #WeAreCollegiateBass. Oh, and by the way, we are loving the pics. We'll get right back out on the water, coming up on the Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Tournament Series. From the makers of Bubba Blade comes the Bubba Blade Fishing Pliers. No matter where you're headed to fish, this tool will become an integral part of your tackle box for many years to come. They feature our patented no-slip grip handles, just like our Bubba Blade knives, ensuring that this tool will stay firmly anchored in your hand. In addition to the handles, these pliers feature a super tough cobalt cutter and convenient split shot and leader sleeve crimping cutouts. The ultimate in control, strength, and durability. Bubba Blade.
There's 2 things between an angler and the fish, the sun and the bugs. Sawyer's line of sunscreens and bug sprays keep you focused on the fish. Sawyer's Stay Put sunscreen formula bonds with your skin for a more comfortable and better level protection. And picaridin insect repellent will only harm the bugs, never your fishing gear. Also, Sawyer permethrin repels and kills on contact over 55 species of insects. You're already outdoors. Sawyer keeps you there.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you in part by Bob's Machine Shop. Go fast, go shallow, go efficient. Gill Technical Fishing Gear. By Eagle Claw Trocar. And by Power Pole. Swift, silent, secure. Welcome back to Pickwick Lake on the Tennessee River. This is day 1 of the 2017 Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's. This is John Garrett and Brian Powell fishing for the Wildcats of Bethel University.
We're gonna be ledge fishing this week, and we're gonna hit our main school, big school. We found it first day of practice. We looked again yesterday, and it got bigger and some bigger fish in it. So hopefully it'll pan out for us. If we get there the first boat, hopefully we can whack on them a little bit.
There's actually, what we got going is we just got some fish just moved out of this creek right here. There's actually a big school up there where those boats are. There's a little small school right here. These fish are, these are fresh fish. They just moved out the past couple days, but we got 3 little ones right now. It'd be nice just to catch a couple more here, and then we'll spend the rest of the day upgrading. I love it because you can pull up on a ledge or a hump or secondary creek channel, whatever the fish are, and you can have 25 pounds in a boat in 15 minutes. And I mean, you can also sit out there all day and struggle, but it's just that opportunity to pull on a school, get them fired up, catch them at the right time, and load the boat real quick.
We're throwing big crankbaits, 10XDs, 8XDs. We're going to throw plum worm, the whole 9 yards, all of it. Yeah. See whatever bites.
While Garrett and Pal work on a limit, we'll check in with the University of Tennessee at Knoxville's Bradley Devaney and Saxton Long. Fishing the deep ledges, you'll see a big mix of techniques. Drop shots, Carolina rigs, crankbaits, and football head jigs. The old-timers still throw spoons with a good degree of success. If you really want to learn how to fish, fish deep.
There you go. Oh, we've been catching a lot on this bait the past few days. It's a good start. It's about a 3. Oh man. It's nice to get that first fish off our back.
First and the last fish, always the hardest to catch.
I know it. 2, 3, and 4 ain't bad, usually.
I just throw on a Carolina rig. Just going as slow as you can go. I had one bite, but
there he is. Two. I'm feeling a lot better now. Well, that's not a 5, but getting infected. Baby fish. Got it? Yep. Feels like good. Oh. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can do this. No! That was a big one. That was a 5. That one hurts a lot. That's part of fishing. That's why I call it fishing, not catching.
After a dozen or so years, we are still amazed at the level at which these collegiate anglers compete.
These kids continue to impress me. They go out there on a lake, they practice just like the pros, and they post results like the pros. I know they're fishing a team tournament, but they still got to get around the right schools on this lake, and they seem to do it every year.
They're great kids, they're great ambassadors for their sponsors, great ambassadors for the sport, and they're going to be great ambassadors at the next level if they decide to go that way.
It's amazing to me to see the evolution of the college angler over the years. I can remember when this tournament was still taking place on Lake Lewisville. It's been in Pickwick now for a long time, and just the the skill level that continues to rise with these fishermen, and you're seeing a legitimate career arc that's taking a lot of these guys to a post-college career in professional fishing.
Join us next week as we continue tournament coverage from Pickwick Lake and day 1 of the 2017 Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's. There's a title and the Cabela's School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia on the line. A big thanks to our friends at the Florence Lauderdale Tourism and Visitor Center. For travel information on the Shoals region, check out visitflorenceal.com. The schedule is out for the 2018 season of the Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Series. The first stop is the legendary Sam Rayburn Reservoir. We'll see you there. This has been a Carico TV presentation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, GoPro Dean Rojas here, and all of last year I really enjoyed wearing my FG21, which I have on right now. Well, coming up, we have a brand new color. As you can see, we have a new silver color.
I want to tell you about the FG21 jacket. The coolest thing about this jacket is the Vortex hood.
All day long, it does not matter how much it rains, you're going to stay dry and you're going to stay warm, and in turn help you catch more fish.
When I talk about Sunline, I think of one word: confidence.
Sunline FX2 is what I use for all of my frogging and flipping.
S61 braid, which braid plays a big part in fishing line.
Shooter, I'm going to use in those close quarter deals like flipping and pitching.
One of my favorite techniques in fishing the tournament trail is to fish offshore ledges.
We have taken the questions out of the equation.
Take my word for it. It works. It works, dude.
I promise to be ready, anytime. I promise to love the sport just as much as you do. I promise to always be flexible. I promise to pull my weight, and then some. I am Trilene, and I promise to never give up. Built with innovation, fueled by passion. Berkeley Trilene, America's most trusted fishing line.
Combining the best of old world craftsmanship with state-of-the-art technologies to bring fishermen everywhere a fishing rod that's feather light, extremely sensitive yet remarkably durable for any fishing condition or situation. Denali rods, tournament tested and tournament tough.
When Pro Rule opened its doors, it was about more than just creating a product. It was about building a legacy, one that's known for strength, precision, and quality. Forged from determination and crafted from hard work and American pride. Pro Rule measuring boards and transom savers, made to last.
Bass Angler Magazine brings you more. If you want to learn the latest techniques, win your next bass tournament, or simply catch more bass, then Bass Angler Magazine is for you. From California to Florida, finesse to frogging, Bass Angler Magazine is jam-packed with how-to information from the world's best pros. Published every season, Bass Angler Magazine is crammed with fresh new articles designed to help anglers of all levels learn more and catch more bass. Sign up at bassanglermag.com today. Bass Angler is also available at your local Cabela's.